How do everyone? Welcome back to the Potty Mouth. Yes, Monday night, all your gardening troubles, we're here to actually fix them. Isn't that right, JB? We will
Is
fix
that
all
so?
your...
This is news to me.
Big
I don't know if
question.
we've ever done that before.
Any problems you've got, I'll give JB's email later on in the show. Sort out. He's having such a good time in his garden. He's got plenty of time to answer all your queries. Are you well, JB? Are you good?
Yes, indeed. Very well. Very, very well indeed.
It's lovely to have you here, sir. Audrey.
Yes, sir.
Audrey, your mind has just been blown. Just before this show, you said your mind had just been blown because what Kerry does.
Has.
Can you explain?
I sure can. I've been binge watching Carrie and her puppy on Dog on the Plot. And she put labels at eye level for the tomatoes that she had strung up. And I just thought, I've been doing this for how many years?
Oh
no, I'd rather wait and try to dig through the bottom and see what tomato it is. So those are going on today. So I'm like, that is like brilliant. So thank you for that. Thank you.
That's honestly, Kerry, that is exactly what Audrey said there. And I think JB as well was just like when Audrey said it was like, oh, never. Because you scrat around. You're all nice and labelled at the beginning. Lovely. But then you water, you scrat around, you cut, it's messed, it's gone. To have them at eye level.
Lollipop sticks as well when they're seedlings in their cells. And once you put a lollipop stick in the ground, that's gone. That's never going to stay. So, yeah. Just a little bit of tape at the top of the string.
Yeah, no. Crazy good. Crazy good idea.
My other little top tip with the tomatoes that is a thing for this year, because there are 60 tomatoes in my polytunnel. Can't water 60 tomatoes at once. So I have got one of those big pegs that you would peg netting down to the side of a bed or something like that. It's a nice big purple one, so easy to see. And I just move it along the strut at the top of the polytunnel to where I've got to with the watering. So when I come back to start watering again, I know where I was last finished. And then I'm trying to get around the whole polytunnel within sort of 5 or 6 days and then start again around the other side. And I'm alternating doing a full water and then a water and feed.
See, Kerry, that would be a brilliant idea for most people. But most people would not put 60 tomato plants out a season.
Oh, that's a whole different issue.
Are you well, Kerry? Are you good?
I am good. It's my first day back at work today after my 2 weeks of leave. So adjusting back to corporate life. I've been working through the emails this morning. Missing my plot because the last 2 weeks I would have been there now. On the days that I could, because we have had some hot days. And by this point, you would not want to be on the plot.
It actually
I thought some of your stuff had been struggling in the heat.
It stopped me like going up, just even messing on the new allotment. You know what I mean? It's just like cooking hot. You know what I mean? So, but now we've got on our weather app 10 days of bloody rain.
I know. Yeah.
Oh.
So slugs, weeds, everything coming.
We've had a reminder from our committee to make sure all the water butts are connected to anything that can collect, because we had our water bill for last month, and I shouldn't say what it was, but it was astronomical because it's been so dry. Everybody's been watering so much, and it's just the amount of water that we've used and the price that it is just unsustainable. So we're all being encouraged to collect as much as we can while the rain comes.
I prefer, to be honest, that like spot watering, like say 12 cabbages, just water, like with a watering can each. But I've noticed like if you're on the allotments, it's just like total sprinkle, covering everywhere. And I think that kind of just encourages weeds and snails and everything. So you can kind of try and keep your ground as dry as possible between your veg when you water. I love that. You know what I mean? That's like, it's like if you can pull it off, you think, oh, right, nothing will grow between them. So, But yeah, been watering like mad, to be honest.
Yeah, I tried to do the dip. So when your pumpkins and courgettes, like, yeah, plant them into a bit of a dip so the water collects there and goes straight to the roots. But that's what I've been doing mostly on my 2 weeks, is like getting down there really early or late at night and just trying to keep on top of the watering.
You're on clay on the new plot as well, aren't you, Kerry?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
It's
That's
not
nice.
too bad actually. Once you dig down a little bit, there's definitely moisture still in the soil, much more so
Well,
than
that's
my
what I
home
mean,
garden.
right? It's very it
Mm.
holds on to it. It's
Yeah,
unlike
yeah.
Jessie with her sand.
Hmm.
She must be spending half her life watering at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, I
Well,
also saw, Carrie, how big your plot is. Because
Yes,
you have a
and I
plot
measured
tour.
it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
But you have a plot tour when you first got
Yes,
it. And I'm like, it's
yes, and I put the
huge.
measurements on the screen.
It's
Yes,
huge.
and it's bigger than even that video because between the three of us, and myself, my brother-in-law, and my sister, we've extended right to the corner now. But my strip that I work is 9 rods, which I think is just below like the average of a allotment plot. Allotment plot tends to be 10 poles or rods.
Okay, it just looks very big. So I
It's
wasn't
long
shocked
and thin.
that
Yeah.
that you got 900 pumpkins on there and
that is crazy.
200 tomatoes and yeah, no, it's very big.
How,
Yeah.
Kerry, how big is your polytunnel though to take in 60 tomatoes? I mean, that must
Oh,
be a.
JB asked me this. What did we say it was?
It's
Was it
about
3?
20 foot
Same.
long, I think.
Yeah, same
Right.
as yours,
Same
is
as
it?
mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that big then. Not that. You know what I mean?
You know, I've been thinking about, we don't do it much in the UK, do we? That they do in the States, the 1 foot gardening. So what you
Uh-huh.
would fit in a foot of space. And a tomato would be in a foot. So each of my tomatoes pretty much has, I would say, more than a foot of space. What I mean, I've done it in previous years in the greenhouse, squished them all in. I've had 23 in a, standard sort of size greenhouse, just one side of it. So I know it can be done. It's just you've got to be on
you,
top of
you make it
the
go even
pruning.
worse. You know what I mean? So I had this like a standard greenhouse, and I had 23 in the standard greenhouse. Obviously, just on one side of the standard greenhouse, and in one corner of the
Yeah, no, it
greenhouse.
wasn't even to the end because the bench goes to the end.
Man,
No, that's
But
wild.
you just got to keep on top of the pruning, and
Yeah.
that's more difficult with 60 tomatoes than it was with 23 tomatoes. I need
That's
another
right.
colour peg to put at the top where I've been pruning around. But I did a big prune of them the other day, and they're all doing fine. They're all at different stages because
Yeah.
I staggered the sowings. But yeah, they're all looking really quite healthy. Being as well that some of them went in the ground not looking very good. As soon as they get in the ground,
Mhm.
they start romping away, don't they? And
So
it's
are
not
you-
going to be long off my first tomato, I think now.
Are you watering every day, Kerry? I mean, I guess no, not even in this heat. You're not watering every day, right?
No, I've got some things that I've direct sown, so those are the priority. Carrots, things like that, beetroot, radishes, I've direct sown. So I'm concentrating on kind of doing those ones. I did a round of the pumpkins with feed because it had been a few days since I put them in, and then we had the dry spell. And then I'm doing the tomatoes on this round, which gets 5 or 6 days between watering then. But yeah, I'm trying to be. I feel like water is this really important resource, and we shouldn't be just splashing it around everywhere. And that it's nice sometimes to make the plants work for the water and to push their roots down into the ground and get it that way, especially with the benefit of having the clay soil. We can do that. You
Yes.
can't do that on
Yeah.
different types of soil. And yeah, I'm just aware that with the price of water on our allotment, 2 things could happen. They could turn it off and then we don't get any, or the price of our plots is going to go up a lot, which I think is going to happen anyway over the next couple of years.
Mhm. Mind you do notice when, because I've got a water butt next to my greenhouse, and you fill it up, and then it just goes down so quick with like a gallon, like a 2-gallon watering can. I'll water a little bit here, I'll water a bit there, and by the end of it, it's halfway full, and you've only done 2 or 3 beds, and it's
It's shocking how quick
job.
a water
Yeah.
pot of water goes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But hopefully we've got some respite now. So just the tomatoes for you,
Yes.
Kerry.
Yes. And the other things in the polytunnel, the loofah, the sweet potatoes, the other things that I've managed to squeeze in there around the tomatoes.
How you
Oh, Audrey,
squeeze
I put
in?
in.
Oh,
Sorry, go
go
on.
ahead.
I was just
No, I
going
was
to say, I
gonna say,
put
how do
in
you?
the.
Sorry, go ahead.
JB, we'll get away, JB.
Yeah, you need to police this, Tony. Come on, sharing.
Right. I was going to say, I've put in the Malabar spinach now. So
Oh,
that's in the polytunnel. I'll be
yum.
It's still alive, so I'll be able to test
Yum.
it and see if I agree that it's not worth
Yummy.
growing. Oh, I tell you what I
Yeah.
have grown that I will not grow again. Strawberry sticks. They're like, have you tried them before, Tony?
No, never heard of them, to be
I
honest.
haven't either.
I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be a vegetable or a fruit, but it tastes of, well, either you would feel like it tastes of nothing or it's disgusting. And yeah, so it looks pretty, and I think maybe sometimes it's grown as an ornamental, which is the way I feel about asparagus pea. Has anybody grown that before?
No, they
Asparagus.
just look
Horrid.
frightening. They don't look good.
Beautiful plant, but
Oh,
tastes horrid. Did you find a
There's-
picture of it, JB?
Yeah, it looks like it's reminding me of something, but I don't quite know what. But I think there's another similarly kind of strange
Is it
looking
also
veg.
called strawberry spinach?
Yeah, that might be what
That's
I'm
what-
thinking of.
Yeah, when I was talking about the
Oh.
Malabar spinach, that's what I was thinking of. Let me have a look.
Yeah,
yeah.
very similar.
I've grown the strawberry spinach before.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
called that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, not
feel
Yeah.
like-
Oh,
not a fan.
There's so many of these strange and interesting cultivars and varieties that so many people try and they're like, nah, absolutely not. I'm never doing that again. And I feel like I'm not going to try them until there's something that kind of breaks through the culture a little bit more. And everyone's like, you have to try this because it's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm very
no,
excited for one of those to
strawberry
break
spinach,
through.
not that good. Very
Mm.
pretty. I think it's very pretty, but
Steve recommended, I think I've mentioned this, 60-day broccoli to me once, and I just didn't like that at all. That just didn't hit the spot at all. Normally I can eat most things, apart from fennel. I can kind of tackle most things. Oh, we've lost
We've
Kerry.
lost Kerry.
Yeah,
Sure, she'll
so
be back.
Audrey, what's been happening then over in the pond? Anything?
hot.
Mm.
That's what's been happening. And just trying to keep up with watering. I think everything's in. Dare I say that? Because now it's autumn gardening time. Right? You got to get your fall garden in. And I'm like, I just got my summer one in. Wait a minute.
Mm.
So, yeah, I'm going to try to maybe plant some more carrots. And I want to get those beets from last week. I've been researching those seeds a little bit.
Which ones?
The big mammoth ones, Manzel.
Oh, yeah.
oh, the
yeah.
mango wurzel.
Yeah, I thought if they taste better, they look like they'll give you a good return on your seed. I want to try it, and I think that there's time that I could get a crop in, particularly if you don't let them get that big. So I want to get those in.
Yeah,
So
someone seemed to have multi-sown, so those won't be as big.
right,
I've tested them either way, multi-sown and individual.
yeah. So I actually have a tab open right now with them on there.
What?
Does Baker's Creek do them?
I think I've
they
seen. I
do,
think
but
I've
I
seen.
didn't.
That's the picture I've seen.
Yeah, but I wasn't impressed with it, so I found it at a different one.
Oh, why? Pray tell why? Why not
I
impressed?
thought it was too ordinary. I thought if I'm going to grow these, it's $4 for this or $4.25 for that, and I'd rather sow that other one that's just a little more different. So I do a little bit of research before I pull the trigger.
Mind you, when I've seen the like lady in question who was holding one. I don't know where I've seen this picture from, but it was like a giant thing. How do you get that out of the ground? Do you know what I mean? That's like a
Excavator. I don't know. It's hard to get a parsnip out, right?
Wow, yeah. Without snapping anyway, so
I know. So what, you push that down and then pull it up? Or maybe it comes out of the ground.
Just
You know,
stand on
maybe
it.
it becomes less of a root crop. I don't know. But you know,
what else Audrey, what else you're gonna like say for autumn or sowing now, should I say sowing now?
Yeah, I think it's time to get some radicchio in.
I'll just
I wanna
put some of that in.
do some more carrots. Might do another round of broccoli. Might. And I say might in quotes for sure. Because I like the sprouting broccoli that's not the purple sprouting, because I can't grow that. But I just like when it sprouts and you're not waiting for a head. You just cut it off as little sprouts. So I might do more of that, but this heat needs to chill out. It's just, and I don't see that in the really near future. So I might start them all inside.
I picked the last of our mammoth broccoli. You know, that's like the colour.
Oh, those look great, Tony. Those
we honestly, and we've used every one. Every night we had one, and it was just basically like florets, olive oil in the oven, and then my son made some sort of like Caesar salad dressing sprinkled on. You know what I mean? And it was just part of like a meal with like other different veg as well. It was
how would that be bad? I mean, that would be delicious
because it had that like the ends, it was like all crispy as well. So it was like, oh, lovely. But mind you, I think I mentioned this on one of my videos. I've had a cracking beetroot year, but every single beetroot this year has went to make a chocolate cake. It's just like, honestly. And there's one downstairs now where my son's just made it. Chocolate cake made with beetroot is,
I've seen that before, but I've never.
Hey, honestly.
I thought maybe I could get a beet down my husband's throat. He does not like beets.
Well, you certainly kind tell it's beetroot. You know what I mean? It just tastes absolutely gorgeous, to be honest. But
do you remember which video it was that you put the recipe on?
Ooh.
I'd like to try. Well, I can go back. It's only.
I tell you what, it's Jesse somebody's book from YouTube. My son got this. It's a veg book on. I cannot. Let's see if I can text him. But it was because the book is like he's done a few meals from the book, and they're just lovely. Honestly, and it's all like just veg. You know what I mean? So I'll just.
Sounds good.
What? I can't do two things: talk and type.
Yeah.
So I've got to talk. You know what I mean?
Well, I've been inspired to make jam this week by JB.
I made some this morning.
What?
I've been making some in between video calls at work.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I feel like if I'm making jam, I've got to stare at it the whole time. What fruit did you do this morning?
I was just doing a bit more of the blackberries from the plot.
Yeah.
I've been talking about those blackberries for ages and trying to figure out sort of if they are blackberries or if they're something else. And
I might be able to answer that.
I think they're just a long blackberry. I think that's the conclusion I've reached.
I was wondering if they were a boysenberry because they fruited
I think I looked
early.
at those and I don't know.
They look very like a blackberry, and I would say of all the berries, that are the cross between blackberries and raspberries, they're closer to the blackberry end of things.
I think you're right. They've got I think you're right, because they do start off that color, and even when they're fully ripe, you quite often still get a few little red bits. I think you might have cracked the case. I'm sure I looked at these and was like, no, it's definitely not those.
It's an unusual berry as well. You don't see them in the garden centres very often. I remember when I saw it in the garden centre, because I like my unusual berries, and it was in the reduced section, and another woman was there and she picked it up And I was like, no, because there was only that one there. And I followed her around the garden centre to see if she would put it down. And she did not. But when I went back a couple of weeks later, they had another 2 that were also in the reduced section.
Wow.
So I finally got my boysenberry. But it went mad. It's taken over the loganberry and the tayberry. It is really vigorous. And I think because it is closer to that blackberry side. But yeah, when I saw you picking them in the video, I thought, I think those are boysenberries.
I can't believe it. After all this time, that's taken me 5 years to finally figure out what it is. But that does look pretty bang on.
So this is the book I was on about. Let's just show you as well.
Oh, okay.
So, Cooking with Vegetables by
it's niche. Only 7 reviews.
Oh, I think he's come from YouTube or Instagram, and this is his kind of book. But every recipe that Reedy's, because Reedy's the cook in our family, just gorgeous, and this chocolate cake is just out of this world. Do you know what I mean? It came out of the oven about an hour ago, and it's nearly devoured by the family. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's nearly gone already. You know what I mean? Another bit for tea time, but. So I recommend that book.
Did that have eggs?
Oh, he's.
I did put I'd have to have a look. It's on the video.
I've made beetroot chocolate. Well,
I'll ask me some Kerry.
Okay, yeah. Continue texting me.
God, eggs.
I've made
He's very popular on
before,
Instagram.
and brownies have to be, a certain consistency, and I haven't quite got that right with the beetroot. But just a plain
yes, it's got eggs in. It's got eggs in.
I could use an egg replacer, but
I was going to say yes.
Yeah.
But we've never once, there's always a few bits of beetroot have been left, and they go soft and old looking and that. But every one of them has been used, but everyone is being used for a bloody chocolate cake. You know what I mean? So there you go. Audrey, have you been making any delightful meals with your vegetables you're harvesting?
Well, I made a huge pot of what am I calling it? Not garam masala. Tikka masala sauce.
Ooh.
So canning that up today.
Right.
So I won't have to make that for a good year.
What was your main ingredient out of the garden then for that?
Tomatoes.
Right.
Took 24 cups of tomatoes. Onions, which were not out of the garden because I had no onions this year. Some of the herbs, I would say the herbs and the tomatoes were my 2 biggies. And I was trying to make some things that used a great deal of tomatoes. So it was a great recipe.
So this is using up tomatoes from last year, though, frozen tomatoes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's why I raised my eyebrows at first. I was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Harvest coming in.
Yeah, not yet. And I think I got 4 or 5 quarts of tomato water, which I know we talked about last year and got a lot of giggles, but it's really good when you make rice with it. So handy little off product from freezing tomatoes.
Yeah.
Audrey, I'll probably this year get maybe 2 average sized jars, maybe that big, of cowboy candy, and that's it.
Oh,
Bloody.
well,
Now I think I've getting rid now of the aphid infection, but it's just knocked them back so much, and they're all looking nice and green and everything like that, but there's just nothing on them. Do you know what I mean? It's just that's it.
I feel bad. So far, my jalapenos are doing really good.
The ones in the actual chili grows, which are a smaller unit than the quad grows, they seem to be doing all right. But
have you got the new one, Tony?
Yes, I've got one of the deep one, and it is handy, mind you. Do you know what I mean? It gives you a little bit longer. But
last year I wasn't very impressed with the chili grow, but then Ian sent me the new deeper one, and they're they're amazing this year.
Mhm,
They look
mhm.
really, really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have Aldi's? I can't remember if you have Aldi over there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you can get, well, I don't know. We get jalapenos here really cheap at Aldi's. I imagine maybe you don't, but
Oh.
because they
But if you
grow
remember
like
our pit, because you
weeds
Yeah.
over here.
you go to a what do you call them, farmers market, and
Yeah.
I went over here. And I think it cost us about £27 for like 10 jalapenos last year.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I can get 8 for $1 at Aldi. Seriously, it's ridiculous.
Well,
But
I can get the
jalapenos
rain again
grow,
there,
yeah,
pouring
Lucky
down.
you.
jalapenos grow really, I think, pretty easy in this heat.
I've
So
always struggled with jalapenos for some reason. They're like the one chili that has always eluded me. Last year, I managed to get a couple that looked pretty good, but for whatever reason, it's always a variety I've struggled with. This year, they look pretty good, but the fruits do look quite small. They've just started. They don't look like the traditional jalapeno, fatties.
Are
I
they-
yeah,
guess
the
they might-
gigantes, yeah.
There's still time.
Are they from Chili Chump as well? Are they?
No, these ones are the M jalapeno from Grown Local.
Right.
So we'll see what the fruit does.
Right.
I
good.
grow
They've
an
only just
early
started
variety.
fruiting, but
It's called early jalapeno. So I've been growing that one for the last couple of years. Seems fine. It produces before the end of the season. Yeah.
nice. I think maybe it's because they're a thicker pepper, right? They're a fleshier, thicker wall
Oh,
pepper.
yeah,
And I
absolutely.
think in the past I've probably underwatered them. I think they're a bit closer to a sweet pepper with
Yes,
their water requirements. I think
Yes,
that's a mistake
the
I've made.
flesh for sure. Yes. Yeah, but I had like
My-
12 plants in this year.
Nice.
Audrey, I'm not even going to do that next year. Not even going to do that. 9 at the most.
Yeah.
9
Scaling
at
back.
the
Oh,
most.
you're going to end up with one plant in the center of your 2 allotments. This is all I have. My one cabbage plant. All hail the cabbage.
All hail cow.
Every
Oh.
bed gets one plant.
Oh no, it'll just be beetroot. That's all because of the
One
cake.
manglewurst in a whole bed, taking up the whole thing.
No, I just can't believe the difference I've had in success with planting less than planting more. I mean, it was 2 years in a row there now that I'm getting kind of nice crops. You know what I mean? So
Well, it was very cute the other day in your video. You were showing your beds. Don't ask me what east west because I can't remember what your direction was. But it's it's spring onions and something else interplanted, and you called it a very bonny bed.
mm.
And I thought, oh, it really is. I mean, it's beautiful. And it was like perfect.
Perfect. Well, there's not a hint of problem. Well, funny enough, Audrey, carrots have been a little nemesis of mine for a while. They just seem to like do their own thing and fail. And spring onions always seem to just get chopped off, sized off, and that. With both of them, I seem to be doing.
No, and you'd almost have to harvest it like mirror image. Like you wouldn't want to just pull out one thing of onions.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'd want to do it on the other side so it all looked tidy like it does right now. It does look it's lovely.
I love it when that happens. It's very rare for me.
The only thing though is there's no like netting on the carrots, so I'm taking like a chance, thinking they can't fly up 12 inches high. So
Well, your bed's taller than that, isn't it?
yeah, but
Yeah.
taller on maybe one side. So let's just hope the carrot root flies think, hey, no, don't go around the other side. It's the same height. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, but it does look really good.
mm-hmm. we will see when they come out. But I tell you what, I've got some Savoy cabbages in there now, which are just rocketing away. You know what I mean? And that's opposite, Audrey, opposite that carrot bonny bed. So
Savoys are so good.
mm,
I think it's one of my favorites.
it's looking nice. I mean, This rain is helping so much. Honestly, it's like I've got the window wide open there. I can hear it just gushing down.
Nice.
It's a lovely sound, mind you, when you're like, especially like through the night, and you can hear it, and your window, it's like a warm night, so you've got your window open, you can just hear this rain, and you just think, whoa.
I'm very jealous, Tony. We've not really got rain forecast until we've got a little bit on Sunday.
Oh, can you see it on my video? You can see it actually running down the hut. Can you see
Oh
on
my
the?
goodness.
Can you see it there on the hut?
Yeah,
Oh.
look at that.
Yes, I can. Yeah.
It's pouring. That's
It's due to arrive here tomorrow morning. I'm very excited. I'm also frightened about my dahlias, that the slugs will come out and try and get my dahlias. But it will be nice to think that everything gets watered for a week.
So, Kerry, Audrey, do you see that spare land up the top? That's my new allotment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to get one of the greatest YouTube gardeners is going to come up to that plot.
Rumor has it.
And work his magic. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to bring my big strimmer, Tony.
Oh,
sort it out.
big strimmer's coming up, man.
That thing's not seen the light of day in a while. I'm going to have to give it a bit of TLC, check it's still going.
Oh,
And I heard he's wearing his Iron Man outfit. Just for video, fun.
Just for the ladies and the men, you know what I mean? Just to kind of the views will rocket. You know what I mean?
Terrible.
I'll get a bit of him in slow motion as well.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Opening a can of Coke.
Dear me.
No, I think your plan is, JB, you're going to go and visit the lakes, isn't it? For one night.
We Jess has always wanted to do a bit of a trip up north. We do not spend a lot of time up north at all, and the only other time we've been up there really was to go and get the polytunnel from Steve's, but that was such a whistle-stop tour, and it was, the nights were closing in, it was really chucking it down as well, so we didn't really stop. And Jess has always been like, oh, it'd be nice to do a little bit of a stay in the lakes and see a bit more of it properly. So we thought we'd go and do that for a night first, before we head on over to you.
There's some, honestly, JB, you'll not want to come over to the northeast when you go into the lakes. There's some places there where you can like walk and that, and it's just, it's got its busy places like Keswick and Windermere, but there's some gorgeous like places where you can think, oh. But don't forget, 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning, I want you at the dot, on the
dot. I'll be there, don't fret. Have you got an idea of numbers yet?
Well, I'm sure there's about 10 to 12 emailed us. So hopefully, it'll be me and you.
We could still do it if it was just us.
We can still do it, yeah.
It'd
not look the same when I open a can of Coke, though. It's just like sweat dripping down. You know what I mean? I feel dizzy. It's only going to be like 2 hours, but I think 2 hours is hopefully enough to kind of.
Oh, that'll make a dent. That's for sure.
Many hands, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what happened last time.
Sorry, Audrey, what was that?
I said, think about what happened last time.
Oh, I know. I mean,
it went so fast. You were like, wait, we can't be done yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm hoping the rocks in the hut go. That's like the main thing. I mean, I could smash up the hut, you know what I mean? But I'm hoping the big rocks near this fence, like this like raised bed there, that's got the potatoes in, and then that hut go out, and then it's just really potter and play, you know what I mean? Just tackle one bit at a time, really. I'll probably cover half of it straight away and forget about it. But there is an allotment on this plot at the bottom of my plots, and it was honestly, it was way worse than that one. And they have stormed ahead. It's embarrassing walking past them because they are just like, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be the one that knows how to, you know what I mean? They've pulled out this tree that had a root on it. That is like they've done all sorts. I'm thinking, bloody hell, keen us out. You know what I mean?
Is that the one at the very end?
right at the bottom of mine, you go out the gates,
Right.
and then there's like a one next, if you know, like next door kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
Because there was one that had like their the sidewalk. I don't think it was sidewalk. It was just the pavers. But then it was like a hole. They had been digging it, whatever. So I don't know if that was the new one. Because I remember thinking, okay, that's potentially a accident waiting to happen.
oh yeah, no, that's still there. Audrey, that
Okay.
I seen him there the other day. So,
Okay.
oh,
Maybe it'll be a pond. After all this rain, it will be.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still coming in.
What have they actually done to theirs, Tony? Are they digging it over? Or
Well,
are they just clearing it back?
they're just clearing it at the moment, but I mean, this is just me being a little bit jealous. They had carpet down. The last lot put carpet down, so they've rolled up a lot of carpet, and the carpet's probably been down for about at least 3 years, but it's
Ooh.
totally killed off though the grass. So there's about 12 rolls of carpet like rolled up, ready to go to the skip. That's probably gone, to be honest, because it was skip day the other day, and where that carpet's come up, it is just soil. You know what I mean? There's nothing there. You know what I mean? So it's, but
That's really interesting.
the work they've put in is just wow.
Okay.
The risk with
I'm just going to help me understand, why do people put carpet on garden beds? I really
great question.
I'm like, what?
It is.
the point?
It's a common thing, isn't it? Really, like
I know there's so many that I see, and I'm like, why? No,
It's
it's like putting carpet in your kitchen. Why would you put carpet in your kitchen? Right? It's so hard to take care of, but we're going to put it outside.
there's a plot next to me that got the carpet, and he's hoovering it every day.
No.
No.
You're terrible, Tony.
Oh yeah, I had
terrible.
to.
Oh my god! Could you imagine?
I thought you meant for a moment like the AstroTurf that people have, where they do hoover it in their gardens.
Mhm.
It's not that not that far fetched.
Yeah, I know, but I still think, unless you're a stadium that needs to keep the lawns up, what are you doing?
My mother used to swear by putting carpet blocking out everything on the compost heaps. But again, it's great for a couple of years, but then it just rots down, breaks down, gets messy, and just.
It's all
Yeah.
plastic. It's all like
Yeah.
horrible stuff to have.
You
on
had a
your
load, didn't you, JB?
Oh yeah, it was horrible. And like, I think maybe it's okay if it's down for a year or two. I'm surprised that you said it had been down 3 years and it sorted everything out, because stuff just starts to grow into it, and then you just have this like battle. I get quite a lot of comments on that. The kind of some of the beginner guide videos that I started. From people like, I've just started and there's carpet with like roots in it. What the hell am I meant to do? What's happening? Why is there carpet on allotment? And it's just like, yeah, that's what happens when it's left.
And you
for
can't
years.
even use a sod ripper on that.
A what?
A sod ripper?
Oh, please. Sod ripper?
Hurry up,
Don't
JB.
Google
'cause
that.
I'm gonna-
It takes up lawns and
Right.
puts them into little rolls.
That's amazing. I've never seen one of these.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard it called a sod ripper.
Turf cutter.
Turf cup. Audrey, please. Turf.
What?
It's like Wimbledon. Turf, for God's sake, woman.
Oh.
Yeah, that would get.
But I
clogged
just
up
think
on
you
any
couldn't
carpet,
even
right?
use one of those probably, and that'll cut through almost
Mhm.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't rotate it.
It's funny, I was
you just
thinking.
got to get in and dig it out. And it's,
I was thinking, Audrey, of using one of those to take the top layer off this top.
Yeah,
allotment.
that top layer you got, that is some nasty stuff.
No, Audrey, what you were meant to say was it'll get a sod ripper, it'll plough through that straight away. Not giggling, saying that's some nasty stuff you've got there.
It is really nasty. And every time you pull it up, I think, oh, that's going to be horrible. But
I
maybe,
think it will.
I don't know, maybe it would work. I don't know.
I'm hoping that on your open day, Tony, you'll be able to get most of that cleared off. And the soil underneath looks fantastic.
Oh yeah, I mean it hasn't been JB. No one, people get it and then do nothing with it, so it's never been really planted. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
The soil texture looked amazing, so I think you'll be onto a winner pretty quick.
I would love to have been able to burn it off, but I don't think we're allowed to have fires. And then I think with this heat, it would have probably spread to every allotment around the northeast of England. You know what I mean? So that would be
So
something.
probably a bad idea.
But it just was so, like, what's the word? Tinder dry. You know what I mean? It would have just went. It just took that off straight away. Do you know what I mean? But
Are you going to try and compost it?
I don't know, JB. Well, I mean, it's got to probably stay on. You know what I mean? Because there'll be hundreds of bags. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah, definitely.
you know, do a hire a skip, which is a fortune. You know what I mean? So
It makes sense to keep it. It's all organic matter, right? It's just if you put all of that in a pile, it will take a really long time to compost because it's so dry, right? It's all just carbon. You might be able to dig some of it in. I don't know. It depends how thick it is, right?
Well, again, I'm forgetting at least half of it. Do you know what I mean? And I'll just kind of see how it goes with the, you know, and the idea is maybe get, like, say, a 10-foot oblongy kind of shape ready for next year. Do you know what I mean? Sophie on Allotment Newbie, did you see JB sent a link to this, like, it's like a weed cutter, like, chopper looking.
Oh yeah. Like the what do they call them?
Well,
Like as I don't know what they're called.
But I've
Isn't
got
it
it, and I've had like just to go up here, and fine, great, but man, you got to be careful. You'd have to be careful with it because it'll just chop your toes off. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
Adze, ADZE.
right.
I always read it and think I'd never be able to pronounce that.
I mean, it's a heavy tool. You know what I mean? So it's basically like a shank with a spade on a right angle, isn't it? You know what I mean? And you kind of just, it's like what you might see on like American doing the highways. You know, like the prisoners kind of.
It's a bit like a mattock with a really long handle, that sort of thing.
Well, it's actually not a long handle, or maybe it's only.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it only comes my chest, so it would be nice if it was longer for me. You know what I mean?
I thought it was like a full broom handle size thing.
No,
That's what you should get.
But it's got like.
Did you order it?
Yeah, it's come. Yeah, it's out in the rain. It isn't getting covered in. So we will see. We will see. Anything else happening? Anything going on? JB, what are you sewing?
Yeah, I was scared of that question. And Audrey talking about the full garden, I was like, "Oh,
I don't think you want to. I think you're just having such a good time. You know what? I'm going to pick this veg, and then hopefully.
The last 2 weeks I have been kind of avoiding just because of the heat a little bit. I've probably only been up the plot sort of 2 times a week, that sort of thing. So I have really taken my foot off the pedal. It's just so nice, the polytunnel kind of taking care of itself. I'll pretty much just go up, do a bit of harvesting, chuck some water around the greenhouses and just enjoy it. And it's really nice. But I should be sowing more. I've got some really sad looking swede that needs to go out. And I'll net that to protect the pigeons. And then I need to do like a bit of seed organizing as well. I need to, I was going to say as well, I need to put in an order with Grown Local. And if anyone else is looking for seeds for your fall garden, your autumn garden, Ian is going on holiday for the first time in 5 years. He's telling me, he was like, since he set up Grown Local, he has not been on holiday. I think maybe he closed very temporarily, like for Christmas once, but he's going.
He's so excited. Do you know what I mean? He keeps sending us photographs of like where he's staying and like the pool and stuff like that.
So if you want to get your Grown Local seeds in for full garden, do it before Friday. Because it's going to be shut down for a few weeks. The website will still be open, but you won't be shipping anything until a little while into August. So, a little reminder for everyone. But I need to do that as well. Like, I'm very behind on. I've got no idea what's in my seed box. Do you know what I mean? There's quite a few things I think I've run out of. So, Yeah,
Well, I'm not
it
sure
is.
what to. You know what I mean? I've like done me sprouting broccoli for April. There, I've got me radicchio in. Yeah, I'm gonna probably maybe sow some more spring onions. I'm not sure, but I'm
I
just
do.
hoping. I'm just sorry, JB. I'm just hoping I can drag the tomatoes. Like I would love to like woke up one day in December and still have a tomato before frost takes it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that'd be nice. I
mhm.
do tend to. I'm not great this time of year because I don't
Oh,
love a lot of the crops. Like radicchio is, I grow one or two every year, and then when I eat it, I go, "Why have I done this?" And like once I've
Oh,
grown it and harvested it, I'm like, "Well, I've got to eat it now." And I'm like, maybe this year I'll finally acquire the taste. There's something about it that is sort of nice and sort of moreish, but overall, I do not enjoy the experience. So
have you ever roasted it?
yeah, I've done everything I can.
Okay,
Audrey,
with
I've done it
balsamic.
all. Pan
With
fried with
balsamic.
lemon was my favorite so far.
Okay.
I did enjoy that, but yeah. So that's what I do tend to take my foot off the pedal this time of year for sure. But my foot's been off the pedal all year, so it feels a bit silly to say that. So yeah.
Does everybody have their garlic out?
Mm.
Oh, you mean harvested? I thought you
mhm.
meant planted, and I was
Oh,
like, hang on a moment. Should I have done that?
yes.
No. I did harvest my garlic. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Mind you, it'd not be, you know what I mean? What we July, it'd not be long before we're thinking about
Yeah,
garlic
exactly.
again and like winter onions, and it just comes round.
Two of the tabs I have open are potatoes and garlic because I'm like, time to pre-order. So
I actually I planted a load of my leftover potatoes. The sets that I ordered in kind of February. I've just left them knocking about in a greenhouse, and they're looking like really sad, like really shriveled. But we harvested a load of new potatoes, and the Caledonian Rose were so good. And I was kind of looking at them like, maybe if I replant these, they might still grow, even though they look so sorry for themselves. But they have, like a load of them have sprouted in the potato bucket. So the same buckets that I harvested, I put some more seed potatoes in, and they're sprouting. So that's quite nice to have those going
Yeah.
again. I'm
I
not
sowed
sure
Fall
how the harvest
garden.
is going to be.
Fall
Yeah,
garden.
there you go.
There you go.
Fall garden.
I sowed too many potatoes last year, and I did not get through all the buckets that I'd sown. So I still had, gosh, at least 3 Sarpamira buckets that I'd been storing in the polytunnel. And then, of course, they started regrowing because I hadn't harvested them. So I put them outside and watered them. And obviously, they're not going to be huge because there's a whole load of potatoes regrowing in
Yeah.
one bucket. But I harvested one, and there was a harvest there. There were edible potatoes, so quite pleased with that, really. Free
Nice.
harvest.
Lazy potatoes.
Very lazy.
I'm hoping with the potato, you can actually see the potatoes on that bed there. Just let them die down and leave them. You know what I mean? Just like go for one plant at a time and just take them home. So
They main crop.
Yeah,
main crop, yes, they are. What's the ones Jamie Oliver likes?
Jamie.
Jamie Oliver's favorite potato. How are you, man?
that's like a crossword clue. Like Jamie Oliver's favorite potato.
Maris Piper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Should have got that.
yes. Kerry, are we sowing anything? Is anything getting
Yeah, I
still
did
going strong?
sowing
Yes, yeah.
at the
You're
beginning
like
of
a
July.
train. You just keep on going. Man. Just sow, plant.
I'm just the exact opposite of JB.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
My feet are
admirable,
well on the
honestly.
pedals. But yeah, I found it difficult actually because you're doing these sowings and then everything just fries in the sun. So this last lot I did, I kept them indoors until they germinated and then moved them out. And they were in the greenhouse overnight, but outside during the day, and that seems to have been the trick. So yeah, I've got plenty in seed trays that now need pricking out and potting on. It's good.
That's
I
really
think that will be coming, and I've got more space to put these things in now because one of the things I did during annual leave was clear the back of the plot, which had become just this massive dumping ground. And I cleared all of that, and it ended up putting in 5 more raised beds. And and then my bed
Yeah,
bed, which is the
it looks
bed
really
frame one.
good.
Yeah, so
It looks
all of
really
those are
good
ready
back here.
now. Yeah, I filled them with compost and started putting some stuff in them. Just keep extending the space. Find
That's
any little
That's
bit,
big progress. That is.
plant
That's a big
something
job.
in.
Well, listen, I
that's-
think we'll end it if that's okay. I just want to give a quick reminder that if you want to catch JB live in the flesh, 26th of July, he's up in the northeast of England. If you want to help, that would be lovely. Come and see him. He said he will sign autographs. He will take his shirt off for the correct money. And if you want to see him in his strimmer gear, then everybody. No one will get any work done.
I
They'll just be
regret it.
watching him.
I regret it. It's cancelled, actually. I'm
I
not
just
going anymore.
did a Benny Hill, where they're always running and all that music. I saw you running and all these people running around you.
Oh, Jimmy,
chasing you. That'd be hilarious.
This is really upsetting.
So you're gonna as well. I think you're gonna come for we're gonna take away and come for a curry at our house as well. So
Yes,
that'd be nice.
please.
That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for offering to host us.
Yes.
Very,
So-
very kind.
Kerry, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube and Instagram. I am Dog on the Plot.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Audrey,
Yes.
bottom of
YouTube.
a bottle.
Wait, what?
Bottom of a bottle.
Oh gosh. Didn't we stopped that?
We
Didn't
stopped
No.
that.
Okay. Because I'll never confess that to you again. Anyway, not that I'll need to, but never will. YouTube, Instagram.com, all of which are a little behind the eight ball right now. So not a ton of, I should say not a ton. No new content in a minute. So yeah.
But you're on here, so that's lovely.
I am, and I love it.
Your expertise. JB, when is that shirt coming off? When can we see you again?
I'm going to turn up in as many layers as possible because I'm so shy now. We're wearing a big puffy coat, sweating.
Well, you don't want to turn up though, as folks go, oh, he's a bit thin. He's a bit weedy.
I'm going to have to hit the gym. Oh, it's so ridiculous. Anyway, you can find me at NaturallyJB on YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon.
There we go. There we go. Listen, everybody who's in the chat as well, big thank you. It's always nice to see you there. Marion's in there. Michael Richards, Mr. Richards is in there. So take good care. Everyone, look after yourself. Take good care. Toodle pip. Bye.
Bye.